Yolen, and this is a new book, actually a series of books that I wrote called Monsters of Fife. And book one is called Sea Dragons of Fife. Fife is an area in Scotland, and this takes place in Scotland in the 1900s. What is this book about? This book is about monsters. It's about school children who defeat the monsters. It's about a head of school who helps lead the children on these monster hunts. It tells you something about schools and school children of the time that may or may not be true, and it tells you something about monsters of the time, which is definitely not true, but a lot of fun. Partially about exploring parts of Scotland that I didn't know. I have had a house in Scotland for 30 years and have gone back and forth across the countryside. I have explored some of the old schools. I have read the books that came out of that period of time, monster stories as well as stories that are Scottish fairy tales and folk tales. And I wanted to be part of that. Which character in this book series do I relate to the most? Definitely Cat. Cat is a girl. Oh, she should not be, as far as most of the people of the time there, she should not be fighting. She should not be fighting monsters. She should not be doing all of that sort of stuff. That's for boys, but not Cat. Cat is ready to take on her role. I have a lot of friends in Scotland, and a lot of them are school children. So the answer is yes and maybe. Always in an area where you have creatures in the water that can be devastating to the people who earn their living on the water. Those things we know of, those were true. Whether those were actual, quote, monsters, we don't know that for sure. What comes first for me, the plot or characters? This is the same question and the same answer you'll get from anyone who's a book writer or a story writer or a storyteller. You don't know till it happens. Sometimes the story comes with his hand out saying, "Here's my story, will you tell it?" Sometimes you sort of think you see a plot. You sort of think you see a story. You sort of think you see a book. And sometimes part of that's true and sometimes it's not. My favorite part is when Cat, who had never been the toast of the school, who had never been the one that everyone looked up to, does all those things. Because she can, because she's not afraid, because she has friends that she has to save. She does it because she has to. I think any middle grader will find monsters cool, and girls especially battling monsters even cooler. That they are able to do this because they are not super brave, but because this is their people that they are taking care of.